Hello Sanila, thank you for coming here on this cold and rainy day and joining us. Please tell us about yourself.
My name is Sanila Rana and I'm born in Denmark. I have a Pakistani background. My parents came to Denmark back in the late 60s when they needed labor force here. And then I was born, and I have been through the educational system here until my bachelor's degrees, BSc. After that I joined IBM. I have been there for 16 sorry. And I have been in multiple management roles within marketing, within business controls, as a project manager within sales. I'm also one of their ambassadors within big data. And I'm also a role model, as I'm a single mother of 2 kids. Alongside with that, I felt early in my career a need for knowing the business environment and the unwritten rules that existed. And therefore I felt that if I have the need, then other people might also have the need. So I established a not-for-profit association, which is non-political, non-religious, called Multicultural Businesswomen. And it was founded back in May 2011, and today we are more than 417 members. And we have more than 46 cultures represented.
Sanila, please tell us about Danish identity. What does it mean for you?
They're very proud of their small country and their social system, which they should be proud of. No one is dying of lack of money or lack of food. They have a social system. And it's a secure country, and I'm also very proud, and I feel very privileged to be here in Denmark, to be honest. The other side of the Danish culture is that it's not a Christian country, because the system is based on secularism. They are very, very open people in terms of religion. So they are not very extreme religious. They are more traditional people, what they have gained throughout, from their parents and their families. So, so therefore, if you come and show a strong relationship to a religion, that will scare them, because they are very open-minded themselves in terms of freedom. And their definition of freedom can also be twofold. In one term, you see them very open-minded. They drink, they eat pork, and they also accept you as you are. On the other hand, they define freedom as the way that they are living their lives, with free sex, free pork, free beer. So there comes the contradiction here. That they say we are a very free country, we have a social system, we are open to diversity. On the other hand, they have their own definition of what freedom should be defined and how you should live your life as a free person. When people ask me where I'm from, then I say, well, you shouldn't ask me that question. It's very obvious. I'm a Danish woman. When I tell them that I'm a Danish woman, then they suddenly get surprised and say, yeah, of course you are a Danish woman. But they wouldn't expect me to say that. So for them, when I walk on the street, they wouldn't look at me like I am a Danish woman. They would look at me like I am a foreigner. But when I am in the same room with them and they know me, then they would say, oh, of course you are a part of us in this society in Denmark. Because I experienced in my younger school days, when I was 8 or 9 years old, I was being exposed to racism in the class, where the children said, you black sheep, you are so ugly, you're Muslim, all this kind of stuff. It was very ugly, and I remember that after a couple of years I started to use violence, because that was my way of defending myself. And I'm aware of that, and that things happens because children are children, and They are, you could say, trying others' limits, and they can learn different things from homes. You know, they can have racist parents and they learn such things from homes. Not saying that everyone is like that, but I'm learning my kids to defend themselves in the right way and try to establish a relationship. Women are typically first movers in a society. So if you want the cultures to be comparable, so because the reason why women are first movers is that they are social and they integrate the families in a society. By strengthening a woman's opportunities in the society, by developing her career, you make her strong in her family. That gives a better economy, and that also creates a better integration into the society. That opens the door for their daughters. That also keeps their sons away from potential gang conflicts situations. So that is my point of view when you talk about how cultures can live in harmony with each other. I think that it's the woman that you have to look at and strengthen her, because she's the one who gathers the family.
Sanila, tell us about your heroes and heroines.
My biggest inspiration has been Muhammad, the prophet for Muslims, because you only hear one side of him in this society, that he is a, all his marriages and all the negative sides. But I have read the story from another angle, that when he was 25, he married a woman who was 40 years old, and she was the biggest businesswoman in Mecca. And she has had 3 men before. And he married her, and she inspired him, and he worked in her company within sales, so he was selling for her. And I also saw him as an inspiration in terms of he was a great leader, but he had his feet on the ground, and he was taking care of his neighbors. He was helping his neighbors, working with his neighbors, and asking whether they were okay. This is something that I have taken into my life as a good inspiration. And being a good human being is even more important than being a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jew, or a Buddhist.
Thank you so much, Sanila. That was a great interview. Thank you for your perspective, and you're a great role model.